AWWL Original Big Time Wrestling. We are starting out right in the ring this week, the All-World Wrestling League, with Whipdog Johnson taking on that man. Accompanied by the notorious handsome Johnny Bradford, he is the Big Texan, Dirty TX, Tex Monroe. The fans straight away showing their approval of Whipdog Johnson as usual, ever popular, ever on the ball, ready to go. Whipdog Johnson. The referee signals for the bell, and we are ready to go. One-on-one action here. Later in the show, you're going to see the heavyweight championship on the line when Rastakhan defends against Toro. We'll have AWWL Roundtable hosted by Travis Perdue, and we'll get words from Harker Dirge concerning the upcoming internet pay-per-view Burning Desire on GFL.TV. Go Fight Live. Look for that. But right now, look for Whipdog and Tex Monroe to tie up. Two men struggle for dominance here. Whipdog shoves Dirty TX to the ropes. And he is getting psyched up. And the fans right behind him helping him get psyched up. Getting on the nerves of Tex Monroe a little bit, and he's complaining to the referee. But again, they tie up. Whipdog showing the power advantage in this exchange. Tex goes over to the council of handsome Johnny Bradford to regroup. Tex Monroe is a wrestling veteran. He has been around the block more than one time, and he knows it. He's got to get inside the mind of Whipdog Johnson, slow the big man down, and see if he can find an advantage that he can take. And they don't call him Dirty TX for nothing. He just might take an illegal advantage if he finds it. Bradford cheering his man on. And it seems to have worked in that instance. Tex went under, found a go behind, hammer to the back. He's trying to take Whipdog off his feet now, but that's a tall task. Whipdog Johnson, a tall man. 6'5", 6'6", big man, about 275 pounds, and he once again shows the power advantage over the veteran Tex. But Tex again going to that game plan of slowing it down. Every time Whipdog Johnson makes a good move, Tex slows him down. Although he does run the risk of infuriating Whipdog Johnson and getting the big man really riled up and hot. And if this boils down to fisticuffs, boils down to a fight, there's absolutely no telling what will happen. Seems to be working. He's getting Whipdog frustrated. Here we go. I called it. I'm a prognosticator, I suppose, because I called fisticuffs, but that didn't work out too well for Tex Monroe. Whipdog Johnson labeled him with a quick one there, and now he's going for the choke slam early. He caught one right in the throat. That looked like it was in the eye. And there is that dirty advantage. Tex Monroe is known for taking in a match like this, pummeling away at Whipdog with knees. Has the big man against the ropes. Looks like he's going to keep him there. Now on the outside, handsome Johnny Bradford lurking around right behind the referee's back, taking advantage using that golf club, holding Whipdog against the rope, choking the air supply out of the big man from Detroit City. Hard stomp by Tex Monroe. And just like that, one early onslaught, but now Tex found the advantage, got what he could get, now he is staying on top. Although he has had a little bit of assist by Johnny Bradford like that right there. Again with that golf club across the neck of Whipdog Johnson. Whipdog didn't sign on for a handicap match this week, but that is exactly what he's getting here in the All-World Wrestling League. Whipdog, one of the top choices, one of the top contenders to win the United States Heavyweight Championship. Coming up at exclusive 4-man tournament available on internet pay-per-view Burning Desire. Tex with a hard right hand to the head of Whipdog Johnson, but Whipdog with a cranium of steel may have hurt the fist of Tex more than hurt the head of Whipdog. Whipdog comes back with a flying leg kick. And now he's back on track, but again, the 2-on-1, and Whipdog paid the price. Got a little too close to handsome Johnny. He's going to have to readjust his thought process. Instead of working a one-on-one match here with Tex Monroe, he's going to have to think about the two-on-one and stay away from Johnny Bradford. And if he gets a chance, he may have to clock that man on the outside just to keep him out of this thing. Monroe fires away on Whipdog Johnson. Whipdog, struggling to get to his feet, but as soon as he gets there, Monroe just like slapping leather across the chest of Whipdog, and he's close again to Bradford. Bradford hanging on to the ring gear of Whipdog Johnson, trying to make sure Whipdog stays put, and he's going to get that club involved one more time across the throat of Whipdog Johnson. Will Tex Monroe to stretch the referee. At this point in the match, this is just getting ridiculous. But it seems to be working for Tex Monroe, 2-on-1. I mean, he doesn't feel the slightest bit guilty about it. He knows that you get paid more for winning than you get paid for losing, and that's what it's all about. Whipdog turns him around in the corner, returns fire, chopping away. Whipdog with a sudden offensive flurry. He's got things turned around now, sets Tex Monroe up with the turnbuckle, firing away at the midsection. Right hand, right hand, right hand. Turns him over. He might be going around the world, but this one, up and over. He gets it. And that's the kind of offensive maneuver that can turn a match around, nearly a 3 count. But Tex Monroe able to get that shoulder up at the last possible moment. Ooh, he sees an opening and he takes it right to the breadbasket of one Whipdog Johnson. And that one looked low. Hard to tell right there. The referee was on top of things. Hard to tell if that was the inner thigh or a low blow. I'm assuming it was the inner thigh because the referee would have disqualified him automatically if it was an illegal shot below the belt. But again, enough of a reprimand by the referee, turning his back on handsome Johnny Bradford, who once again in this match does the damage to Whipdog Johnson. And the 2-on-1 continues. Tex Monroe keeping things way down in the cooler where he wants it. Just hoping he can slug away at Whipdog Johnson until the big man has no more power left in him for an offensive flurry and a big move like we saw earlier. But nonetheless, a reversal by Whipdog. And there's that power taking place. He might be down, but he is not out. Both men on the mat now. The referee checking. Going to apply the count. Of course, if he makes it to a 10 count and neither man has gotten to his feet, that's a draw. Rarely happens in professional wrestling where both men are out and down so bad that a 10 count is applied, but I have seen it happen. Whipdog, though, he's going to get to his feet, using the benefit of the ropes to pull himself up, but whatever works, works. Ooh, running elbow. Clothesline, Tex still up, weeble wobble, but he does not go down. Hard right to the side of the head 2 times. Whipdog shoots him across, follows up, squashes him in the corner. Whipdog now looking for something. Scoop and a slam. That got the big man down. Tex now laid out. Whipdog all the way to the top rope. Tex out of the way, and you can hear the pain. Whipdog favoring the leg. He must have landed solidly on that knee, and that right there could end the match. Could be a career ender, as a matter of fact. Full Nelson applied by Tex Monroe, looking for a submission. Johnny Bradford right there in his face. He's going to get up. Oh, he's going to get up on the ring and get in the face of Whipdog Johnson. Wait a minute, right in front of the referee. He's going to try to hit him with that golf club. Ooh, it backfired that time. That backfired on you, Johnny Bradford, and a pie face by Whipdog Johnson. The 2-on-1 didn't work in this instance, and Whipdog Johnson off one side, down the other. Big leg drop by the big man. 1, 2, 3. Whipdog Johnson, your winner. Now let's take another look at that shot by handsome Johnny Bradford. Unbelievable. The whole time these two had the 2-on-1. In this instance, it backfired. Wait a minute, back to live action here. From behind, Tex Monroe knocking Whipdog Johnson out of the ring, and he is continuing his attack. Ooh, hard chairs to the back of Whipdog Johnson. Tex Monroe not accepting the defeat in this instance. Just continuing a brutal attack on Whipdog Johnson. El Toro out here now trying to help Whipdog, trying to run Tex off. Looks like he does the trick. Thanks to El Toro. Wait a minute, El Toro. Look behind you. El Toro getting labeled by the cowbell. Tex Monroe not taking this loss lightly. He is getting a measure of revenge on Whipdog Johnson. What an unbelievable turn of events here. Things are really getting violent. Cecil Cerveza out here trying to help Whipdog. Tex just measures him and takes his shot again. And Johnny Bradford with one for good measure. We're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
As soon as the word came down that the All-World Wrestling League was bringing back the original big-time wrestling United States Heavyweight Championship, I knew that that was the ultimate road that I must travel. That was the symbol of the punishment and the torture that I have withstood for all my years. That is the ultimate prize that I must claim. So I stepped 1,000,000 miles beyond into the other world, into the place that men fear to travel. And I looked for the master himself and his guidance. And Harker Dirge thought he'd been to the deepest crevices of human evil. But as I sat by the master's side, I realized I knew very little of evil because I saw a blackness and a darkness that enveloped my very soul. And beyond that darkness, there was a flash of light, a burning fire, and I saw the world ignite. And through it all, through the smoke and the ashes, there was a luster, a golden luster, and it was the United States Heavyweight Championship. And written on it was one name.
The future of global
Win a match, dude!
2012.
Win a match, dog!
I will win a match.
Why do you wear a mask? You're not Mexican. Are you just ugly?
All right, welcome back to our ringside roundtable, and we were having a discussion earlier, and Mr. Rastakhan made a comment in regards to are you Mexican, and you know, that is kind of deemed a little derogatory, and I did bring our Mexican athlete here in El Toro in, and as well as our newcomer Harlem Jackson. And earlier you mentioned that, are you Mexican? What would you like to say in that regards here, El Toro?
Rastakhan, tienes un problema contra mexicanos o luchadores. ¿Sabes qué? Quiero tu cinto. Yo estoy aquí en el AWWL, Big Time Wrestling, para una cosa nomás, y eso es oro, gold. So, whenever you're ready, this Mexican luchador is challenging you for your cinto, your belt, that you won here.
You're challenging me?
Sí. Or yes in English.
Well, thank you for being clear. But why should I give you a shot at my belt? Who have you beat? What names have you conquered here in AWWL?
Oh, ¿me tienes miedo? Are you scared of me?
No, I'm not scared of you.
Hey, yo, what is this, dog? Seriously, what is this? This y'all just have a love fest?
Right, man, come on.
That's cute, that's cute. It's cute, y'all challenge each other. Mexico and Jamaica, well, the whitest guy I've seen in Jamaica, but okay. But anyway, look, like I said before, I'm Whipdog, nice guy, once again, nice to meet you. Hola, or whatever you guys say.
Very nice gentleman here, yes.
But I'm Whipdog, like I said, all that don't matter. I'm the next champion, flat out, you dig?
Está bien, pero...
Look, can I say something real quick? Look, my name is Harlem Jackson, okay? And I know that I'm just a little pimp squeak in a room full of giants. But see, let me tell you something though. See, I'm the one you have to watch out for, okay? The short ones are the ones you have to watch out for. I'm the one that gets the least amount of respect around the locker room. I came here to make a statement. I am the most must-see cruiserweight in the AWWL today. And I came to make a statement. I just want some respect like the next man.
Do you have a tongue ring? A man with a tongue ring is going to be in AWWL?
Okay. All right. And you're wearing purple. You're wearing purple and yellow. Okay. Let's get there for the party.
AWWL Original Big Time Wrestling Main Event Time, the Heavyweight Championship on the line. El Toro already in the ring, the champion, making his way to the ring.
AWWL Heavyweight Champion, accompanied by Super Loverman from Jamaica. This is Rastakhan.
We expect a big-time championship match this week in the All-World Wrestling League. We're going to take a quick break in order to be sure that we can bring you this match in its entirety. We'll be right back. All-World Wrestling League, the championship on the line. Champion Rastakhan and El Toro tying up. Rastakhan showing what a powerful champion he has been in the All-World Wrestling League, throwing El Toro across the ring like he was nothing. Say what you will about Rastakhan. Say what you will about his partner on the outside, Super Lover Man. They may not be saints in that ring, but they are successful. Rastakhan really has been impressive since winning the championship late last year, and he has held on to that thing with an absolute death grip. It is going to take some kind of an effort to get the championship belt away from the waist of Rastakhan. El Toro thinks he has what it takes. The two men tie up. El Toro a little bit suspect in his strategy here as he's attempting to match power with Rastakhan. I've seen very few men in professional wrestling who can do such a thing. Rastakhan just very strong, very powerful. El Toro now, though, using a little bit of leverage. Instead of, slips the grasp, arm drag, another arm drag as Rastakhan charges in. Rastakhan charges in one more time, a leg trip, and some of those Lucha Libre style maneuvers paying off for El Toro. Goes across, but just runs into a knee and gets powered back right down to the mat. Rastakhan on top now, right hands to the head. He's going to make El Toro pay for that. Rastakhan does not like to lose a game of one-upsmanship in that ring. Showing off his physique. He works hard in the gym, but he works hard in the ring too. And that's why he is a champion. Choking a man against the ropes now. This is something he doesn't need to do. Rastakhan doesn't do those things because he has to. He does those things because he likes to. And now here we go again with the second man on the outside interfering in a match. Rasta had El Toro right where he wanted him, but Super Loverman decided he wanted to get involved. Loverman, one of the participants in the upcoming United States Heavyweight Championship Tournament. Rastakhan bowing out of the tournament. He was originally scheduled for it, but he said if they didn't want to just hand him the belt, there was no way he was going to work for it, and he sent Super Loverman in his place, and I'm sure Super Loverman appreciates the opportunity to win the most historic championship in professional wrestling. Ooh! Rastakhan with a running clothesline might be the end of the match right there, but El Toro with the heart and determination to kick out. In other news concerning that United States Heavyweight Championship, we have learned that Onyx is now out of the tournament as well, and in his place will be another member of this Brotherhood of Untouchables, Rick Ragnarok. Rick Ragnarok, with an unblemished singles record, earned his way into the tournament. So we now have Harker Dirge, Super Loverman, Whipdog Johnson, and Rick Ragnarok vying for the United States Heavyweight Championship Tournament. Burning Desire, the AWWL on internet pay-per-view, GFL.TV, Go Fight Live. Rastakhan now going to the top rope. We've seen him do this so many times before, and very few do it as well as Rastakhan, the diving elbow, but no water in the pool. El Toro out of the way. Rastakhan took too long, gloating on that top rope, and it almost cost him the championship. El Toro taking advantage, getting on top as soon as he had the champion down, and it was a very near 2 count right there. El Toro now muscling into the corner, pounding away with right hands at the champion, kicking away, chopping everything he can, throwing everything at Rastakhan, throwing a champ across the rope, running bulldog by El Toro. El Toro on top one more time. He knows when you get the champion down, you have to roll the dice and see what you come up with. And he is feeling like he is close to gold right now. Rastakhan begging for mercy, but it was a strategic maneuver on part of the champion because he got El Toro slowed down just long enough to pull him into the corner and chin him right on that second buckle. Rastakhan thinks he has it now. He felt like that was a knockout blow in that corner, but El Toro has a lot of heart, a lot of determination, really hard to beat. Rastakhan now going to try to just sap the energy out of the luchador. El Toro, with a powerful bear hug, has those python-like arms wrapped around the luchador, and he's shaking him around like he's just a rag doll. Look at the power display by the AWWL champion, Rastakhan. Talk about a bell ringer there. You could hear that boom right across the ears of Rastakhan, hammering away now just when you think El Toro is down and out. He's not. Comes back with a clothesline of his own. And another one for good measure. He's going to try to take Rastakhan's game right to him. Rastakhan going for a clothesline. El Toro ducks under. Drop kick. He's starting to build that momentum one more time. He's getting his second wind, third wind here. Has Rastakhan against the ropes now. He's going to make him pay. Here's a little bit of the treatment El Toro got earlier. Right in kind to Rastakhan, and Rastakhan draped across the ropes now. El Toro slips around, boom. Double boot to the face. We know what that is. That is almost the end, and El Toro feeling fiery on the outside. Signals that he's going for something here. He's going to go to the top rope. We don't see El Toro go to the top rope very often. And it's hard to tell what he's setting up for. He has Rastakhan laid out, but it took him just a little bit too much time in that corner. Rastakhan saw him up there in that top buckle, was able to slip the leg out from under him, and El Toro landed in a very precarious position across that top turnbuckle, straddling the ropes. Rastakhan now, ooh, what a superplex! But it did the damage to Rastakhan as well. Both men from such an elevation landing with their backs on that mat, and it takes a little bit out of both men. The superplex is a move that you take a risk when you apply it yourself because you are coming down hard. Rastakhan, though, not able to get the fall. He shot El Toro so far across that ring that El Toro was able to easily put his foot on the rope and break the count. Now Super Loverman on the outside. He looks like he's up to no good. Rastakhan distracting the referee, and Loverman not in a position to interfere at that moment, but I guarantee you he was looking for a chance to do so. El Toro trying to fire away. Rastakhan stops him again. And he is just hammering away on the back, on the midsection of El Toro. Rastakhan now going to stretch El Toro out. He can't get a pinfall. He's going to see if he can get a submission. El Toro signaling that you're going to have to beat him all the way, half to death to get a submission out of him. He says, no way. No way he's going to submit. So Rastakhan reaching in, grabbing the nose. Come on, referee. Give him the count. He's smothering the man. Referee choosing not to call the infraction of the rules right there. Rastakhan mercifully broke, though. A rare sign of mercy on the part of Rastakhan. He must feel like he has this match well at hand, and he's having a little bit of fun this week, showing everybody why he's the champion and showing everybody why he feels that he should have been handed the United States Heavyweight Championship belt instead of being put in a tournament to fight for it. Rastakhan chopping away, gets the man in the corner. Another one echoing off the rafters. El Toro looking to get away from the offense of Rastakhan, but Rastakhan pursues him to the other corner now. Toro able to block though, turns him around, returns fire. Rastakhan getting a taste of his own medicine now. This match has been back and forth. I am going to call this one a war of attrition. It's going to come down to who wants it the most this week in the All World Wrestling League. Missile type shoulder smash by Rastakhan. He says one more time and for good measure, and he feels like that will be it. Enough for the 1, 2, 3. Shoots them to the opposite side. Going for another. Boom! That one folded El Toro up like an accordion. Rastakhan turns the man up, slams him to the mat. He says it's over now. Let's see. No disputing the physique of Rastakhan. That is one powerful champion right there. Casually goes on top, but pulls him up, says he's not done with him yet. He is having fun this week in the All World Wrestling League. One more time. That one backfired. El Toro with enough steam in the engine to reverse and running of the bull. Right to the corner. El Toro, the bull, the classic charge to the midsection. Now, he goes for one more time. Rastakhan out of the way. Oh. Hit his head and shoulder on that steel ring post and just crumbles backward to the mat. Rastakhan on top. No more playing. 1, 2, 3. He's done with him. Your winner and still champion, that man right there. The mighty Rastakhan.